Michael just basically yeeted River into the dream, the fucking dreamscape portal. But he didn't touch her because right now River has these smoky tendrils of death just around her that she doesn't know what they are, but they appeared after she destroyed Edmund. So now River is floating in this space after cursing the hell out of Michael. I can just picture her just slowly like doing like somersaults in the air and just saying, "God damn it, Michael! God damn, just throwing me in here like a piece of shit! What the fuck?" So River is just sort of swimming around because that's the best way I can explain how the dreamscape has like zero sort of gravity. Sorry, I had to grilled cheese. Had zero sort of gravity, and while spinning she sees a door, and she goes, "Well, that's not ominous and great as fuck. How do I know that that's the door though, huh? What about that world? How do we know that that's the world?" And she's just like, I could just float here. I could just float here and everything would be completely fine. This is her completely just like talking to herself. She does not care. She is alone. And all of a sudden what I would say hears what sounds like Oswald and Remy screaming. I'm not saying that is them screaming, but I am saying the noise was coming from the door, and she went, "God damn it, motherfucker, pieces of shit." She just sort of very bad, like, River can't swim. River's not a good swimmer. So she then, like, latches on to the door that also looks like a lab. And she goes, "All right, I hope people who I hate touch the tendrils of smoke because I don't know what will happen." She just opens the door and she sort of stumbles in. The smoky tendrils still there, but almost a little bit fainter. And she's like, "Okay, this looks like Adam and Eve. Maybe it is. I'm gonna go find my guys." Remy, you were the first one here. What are you doing?
I am using air sense to find Peter. In case people don't know, I get to feel movement of air currents around me, giving an effective picture of your surroundings without having to see and allowing you to sense any unusual disturbances of the air nearby, usually from the use of other powers with an air descriptor.
Okay, I'm going to have Peter roll an awareness to see if he could become aware of what you are doing. Yeah, Peter rolled a 44. So you feel him for a moment, Remy, and then
Yeah, she does. Oh.
This is going to be the entire end. You feel him for a moment, Remy, and then suddenly it's almost like the atmosphere shifted and he is no longer there.
Okay. Where am I in terms of level?
Like in the building?
Yeah. I already know I'm level 6.
Okay. You're on like the second floor. It kind of looks over the courtyard area of the college, so you can see if you look out. It's like the walls are all like lined windows, and then on the other side it's all labs. So you're like on the second floor up.
Okay. And how many more floors are above me?
I believe there are 2 more floors above you.
Okay, I'm going to create some mist, and I'm going to head up. So I fill the air with condensing water vapor, creating a heavy mist that obscures vision. This power may also be able to counteract water-based mist or fog, natural or created by other powers, as a countering effect. So I'm just making some fucking mist, and I'm gonna use my air powers so that I'm not walking on the floor. I'm like floating, like. And I'm gonna head upstairs.
Oswald, you come out what you can tell is the bottom floor of the labs area of Adam and Eve. And you see it's pretty much empty. It's all dark and empty.
Okay. Was that all?
What would you like to do?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me see. Looking at my character
I grow
sheet.
to 1,000 feet and just smash through the building. I'm going to kill all of my friends.
I'm going to deny Peter the ability.
Oswald's like, I punt the entire.
Guess what, Peter?
See, I punt
Fuck
the
you.
entire
I already
dreamscape.
killed my friends.
And now I'll kill
There's
myself.
nothing you can do to stop me. You win.
No, can I make a perception roll to see if I like hear anything that'll tell me a direction I'm going? Okay, let me attempt to perceive. I only get a plus 21, so I don't know if that's going to do anything. That's only a 36.
Only.
Allie's eating a Twix.
Is that what I perceive? I just get a window
You
into the real
perceive
world
God.
of God eating a Twix.
Yeah.
Is it left or right? Is it left or right?
Does it say on the package?
No, it's just a...
So what you're asking is our game goddess eating a Twix like a Kit Kat?
Oh.
I eat Kit Kats the wrong way. It makes everybody hate me.
I break
I am
them.
the wrong
I
way
have
too,
to.
Ellie. It's okay.
My brain sees the ability to break.
You break them and... You break them and...
There's something I want to break it.
But yeah, I got a 36.
Okay. So, you look to your left. There's a door that looks like it's not supposed to be here. You look to your right. There's a weird misting fog coming down from those stairs that looks kind of creepy and kind of ominous. You don't know where that came from, but that's going.
So I get the feeling that being in the fog is like really bad.
I don't know.
I don't know. Is my mist deadly? It doesn't say. But Oswald wouldn't know that.
I feel like give me an intelligence check.
Your mist is silent but deadly.
I taste the air. I taste
It's
the air.
19 total.
It just looks like creepy mist. You're not exactly sure if it's supposed to be a scare tactic via Peter. You're not sure if this is supposed to be like something that like was festering in Adam and Eve. You don't know if a pipe burst somewhere and it's just misting from that.
Can I peek out? Can I like open the door and like peek in a little bit?
The door that's not supposed to be
Yeah.
there. You peek in, and despite being in a very dark and empty college, you open that door, and you hear birds chirping, and you hear what sounds like city sounds, and when you peek in, you see your mother at her desk in that office that she had. You're just peeking in. You're not fully opening
No,
it.
yeah. Can I do is there can I do an insight check?
Totally.
A 33. I want to see if this is real or not. As in, like, if this is actually her.
Everything you see looks like it should. But you also... You notice on some of the books that are on her desk and that are around the room, you can't read them.
So not entirely real.
It all looks, not to talk about Sims again, but Simlish. It looks like they could be words, but they aren't.
In that case, I'm going to close the door and then walk into the fog.
When you walk into the fog feels... Well, Jiro already wanted to go into the fog. That's water, my guy. He was just like, bring me to that mist. When you walk into the fog, it feels familiar. It feels like you know this. It feels like I've been around this power for the past 2 years. And so you can do what you want with that information.
He's gonna say out loud, ugh, Remy missed it again.
Guys, you made me ink.
Yeah.
What a mood.
So I'll just keep, I'll use my hand, since I'm sure, visibility is not that great. I'll use my hand and run it along the wall as a way of, keeping me going down the hallway. And then I'll just trust staying on the right side. Staying on the right side of the hallway always works.
Back in the real world, Michael.
Yeah, Kev, you're gonna have to play.
Oh shit! Okay. Let me put down my iced tea and popcorn. All right.
Back in the real world, there is Michael, there is Zach, there's Ezra, there's Professor Lancaster, and there's all of Team Alpha.
Michael's Team Alpha.
Michael's Team Alpha. Along with a few of the horror mutants. A few meaning Carmichael, Atlas, and the twins.
Everyone.
All my besties are here. All right.
I heard everyone who was important.
But no. Is that all that's left? Is that what you're saying?
Stuff happening down below. But right now, all of you guys have basically taken over the tower.
Don't forget Plaguey's there too.
That's why I said some of the horror mutants. They meant Plaguey as well.
Just trying to make sure he's not forgotten.
Trust me, you cannot forget that doctor in a plague mask who pretends to be a doctor.
We haven't seen the other Dreamweavers, have we?
No. You have.
I smell something
Don't remind
suspicious. I smell something suspicious.
I will say, though,
like
Oswald
that.
has been having contact with Rochelle the entire time.
That don't mean shit.
I'm sorry, but every time he would go and kill something, she'd be like, yes, do it again.
Doesn't mean anything. Peter made me think I killed Xander, and that didn't happen.
You guys got there eventually.
Yeah, it's fine.
Took us another 30 episodes.
And then Allie had to become the game god.
Yeah. And he died by punting.
While you guys are sitting in the tower, just sort of doing reconnaissance, sort of discussing what's going on, you hear a huge rumbling from up above you where the portal is. And the shaking starts within the tower as well. It doesn't feel like it's going to crumble. It feels more of like an earthquake.
Shit. What do we got?
Something about just a very blunt shit.
I love it.
What do you mean by what we got? Are you just like waiting for something bad to happen?
Are we No, I'm saying to anybody who like might be able to sense things or scan things of something. Is there anything coming? Is there anything going on? Do you guys pick up anything around here?
All of them sort of are silent and sort of just watching you. They're like, you're the one that has the most senses here other than... And Professor Lancaster points at Simon. He goes, Simon has some senses, but I don't think he has those kind of senses.
You know what? You guys are right. That's Kevin forgetting that Michael can do that. So Michael's going to reach out with his the sonar, that ability that he has, that he kind of can sense things that's going on. He's going to go to like the center of the area, like just by where his force field is. He's going to look up, look down, do a full sweep of everything to see if there's anything going on outside the tower or with the portal.
That would have made a lot of help if you were in the portal.
Hey,
helping us
maybe
look for
I'll
Peter.
get there.
The portal with your senses is basically glowing like a red. It's giving off a huge heat source, and you could probably actually feel it from behind you when you guys aren't looking at it.
Oh. A heat source.
The shaking, from what you can tell, is coming from below. Far, far, far below.
Can I tell it's still in the tower, or does it feel like it's below the ground?
It feels like it's
in the earth,
below the ground. However, it's in the same area that the tower is in. So picture this being the tower, this being where you could get in for the tower, like halfway up. I'm doing a diagram with an Apple Pencil podcasters. But it feels like there's an entire other almost basement level below the full tower.
It looks like there's some lower levels here. And then Simon's going to look at me. Paladin, do you need to go down into the dungeon? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And he's going to, Michael is going to, where's the stairs?
They would be basically directly in front of you. This place is very not unlike a Disney tower where you go up, there's that one room area, and then you can go back down. You can see it's like a straight shot.
I got you. So if I go down there to explore that, how is it going to affect the force field that I'm holding around the portal so nobody can go in after
you
my
will
friend?
have to do an awareness roll for me, so you can be aware of it the entire time, and you can be aware of its strength and how it's holding.
I see. Okay. Awareness is not his best thing, but that's okay. So he'll start going down the stairs, and I think who else would be the best to go with this. Okay, so when he starts to go down the stairs, he'll just motion to the rest of the group that are here, and he'll say, geez, who would be the best people to go do this? So everybody is here. Okay, so let me get this straight. We have Michael.
Zach.
We have Team Alpha. All of Team Alpha is here. Okay. Well then, shit. Okay. So when he gets to the top of the stairs, he'll say, all right, Team Alpha, it's time to prove that the new guys know what they're doing out here. You're with me. Let's
Sweet,
go.
and I jump off of the stairs.
Adrena!
Isaac just puts a hand on his face. God.
That was a god.
You see her?
I'm not
you
even like.
see her, Spider-Man with the vines and shit.
You're a god from up above who isn't a part of Team Alpha. Just go, Adrena!
Yeah.
You see her, Spider-Man and shit, and she's having a time, and she's like a human bungee cord.
Isaac just starts walking down
And
the
then
stairs.
what?
I took the express elevator.
So when they start following, then Michael's gonna turn to Simon. It's Raptor, right? That's what you want to be called now while we're doing this stuff. What do I call you then, Adrena?
Adrena's.
Like, your girlfriend!
You haven't
Well, I
made it
guess it's
down
up to
to
you.
the bottom yet.
What's her code name then? He says, looking at Simon, and Simon just looks and he goes, "Well, I don't think what I would call her is going to be very fitting. She might get mad, but."
Is that why you asked us that question?
It sure is.
You never responded
Michael
because
says,
you took a nap.
That's fair. And then looks at Isaac. How about you?
What was the question? I was spacing out, man.
Okay, cool. You're ice cream man. Let's go. And Michael's gonna start charging down the stairs with them in tow, and we're gonna make our way down towards the dungeons, towards the bowels of the castle. And as we go along, Michael is he's gonna maintain the force field as best he can, keep his awareness on it. There's enough people up there that he feels like that they'll be able to handle, because if I'm understanding, because we have time to, as you said, do reconnaissance, to sit, to kind of keep guard. There's not like an active still throwdown. It's not like a fight.
The active throwdown that's happening, Revolution, Evolution, just like the members by themselves, pretty much have it. Like, pretty much are good to go. Like, from what you could tell last time you looked at it, it was fine.
Okay. Yeah, so he'll just keep his peripheral on that, but he'll make his way down. And does the feeling, I'm going to reach out again with the sonar ability to try to see if there is more of that. Is it getting stronger? Or is it getting more pinpointed as I move down the stairs?
The more you move down the stairs, the more you can actually kind of start picking up a heat source coming from downstairs.
Okay.
So,
Ice Cream Man, you got that thing ready? And he motions to his stick.
You mean my scythe?
Your big ice scythe. You got that ready? All right. Did you feel that? It's getting
My
hot
ice
in here,
doesn't
right?
melt. Don't worry.
Good. And Simon goes, like I said, you can count on us. We've got this.
Simon just does a exaggerated
Salutes him.
So by the time you guys get down the stairs, you see that Adrena's talking to rats. And she's asking the rats for the lowdown.
Hi.
The lowdown on the place, like what's going on? Is there a creepy little basement?
Did you bring us
food? Sure. And I like toss him a discarded. I point to the to the bodies that Pluggy killed, and I'm like, you can eat those.
It's the twins' scraps.
Yeah. And I go, so have you, like, seen, like, is there, like, a weird basement? Do you know where all of the rumblings are coming from? Or have you seen anything? And then she, like, looks at the notes that she has written on her hand. Anything that has a hot temperature. Because Michael mentioned that there was something hot before she jumped off the top of the tower.
They go, yeah. There's been weird stuff, but this place keeps us warm, so we stayed.
Can you show me where the weird stuff is?
Yeah. Scurries.
And I'm like, hurry up, nerds! And I run after the rats.
Isaac starts jogging. He's like, I wasn't built to jog, man. This is bullshit.
Yeah, so then Michael continues. He follows. Yeah, they all start going down together. Team Alpha. If you guys will look on, I don't know if you guys
I've been
can see it, but I know Alec can see it.
I haven't said shit.
I updated my team name for Michael and for Simon. They are, in fact, on Michael Team Alpha now.
Oh.
But yeah, we go on. Team Alpha makes their way down in, and we'll follow, kind of letting Adrena follow the rats and take lead.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael's still going to try to reach out, still try to get a feeling if there's anything else that we're not seeing that might be trying to sneak up on us or anything like that.
The rats will stop outside of a wall, and you can see that there's a little hole, little hole that's at the very bottom. They're like, it's behind this wall. It's behind this wall. It's behind this wall. We don't go behind this wall. It's weird behind this wall. This wall.
So the rats are saying it's behind this wall specifically.
Yeah. Well, I don't think any of us are going to fit in there. You think maybe you could open it up a little bit?
Sure.
Can't you use your vines to open a hole in the wall?
Probably. Hold on. Let me see if I can do that.
Exactly what I was
I mean,
thinking.
I could punch it with my ice fist, but that would hurt.
I love it.
Okay, so I'm gonna grow a little plant, like a couple little plants.
Little guys?
Just some little guys, and then I'm gonna have them use my plant growth ability to then make them fucking just bust through this wall.
The moment you do that, Michael,
we're set on fire and die.
Yep, that's it. Michael, Adrena, Isaac, and Simon. You didn't really know it was going to happen. No one was really prepared what was going to happen.
We die.
Oh boy.
We die.
You just feel... Boy, I'm not killing you. Fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Oh no! Don't make it sound like that.
We're good.
It's a sucking feeling, just like.
You hear Isaac just go, whoa.
And suddenly, pastel is all around you. It's almost like the dreamscape is coming in from both sides, bottom and top.
Oh shit. So we've all been pulled into it? Is that what you're saying?
And keep in mind, the only time that these three have been in the dreamscape was basically their own little realities. They really didn't have to maneuver outside their own little realities.
Right. Cool. There's a split second, and then Michael is just going to think to himself, well, shit. Maybe I should have gone with the others.
Going back to River now, at the top of at the top of the initiative. There's something that, even with the smoke tendrils and sort of the smoky dress that she's now wearing, she's also no longer wearing shoes like she was before. She's just walking around barefoot. Her eyes still glowing in this very, very dark university. She was so close to critting. Why didn't she crit? Damn it, River. Let's see. Okay. Remy, you're being extraordinarily quiet right now, right? You're like floating. You're trying not to make any sudden noises or like try to like manipulate anything. So you're just being the most stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're being so quiet, River is too busy looking all around her to notice you. And she just sort of hits you while she's walking forward. And you hear her go, ah! She goes, wait, no, don't touch me. I don't know what the tendrils do. I don't know what the smoke does. Don't touch me.
Well, you just touched me.
No, don't touch me.
You just touched me.
Don't
What's happening?
Don't touch me.
Shut up. Shut up. And I use water to cover her mouth.
She's River in her head, she's like, and now I'm being waterboarded by my best friend. This seems like some bullshit.
It's just this. I'm like, shut up. Peter's nearby.
What?
You can't speak over your mouth.
Sea bubbles.
Peter's nearby. I need you to shut up. Taking this off. And the water goes back into the mist.
Okay. Peter's nearby.
I think every time I try to use my little sonar, it doesn't allow me to get an exact spot.
Are you sure that he's still here?
Fairly sure. I mean, I haven't checked in a second. And then I use this moment to check again.
There's little wisps of air that seem to be like silently tornadoing and appearing and then disappearing and then appearing and disappearing. You can feel them.
Outside?
No. They're still in the building, but they're appearing and then disappearing and appearing and then disappearing.
I'll bet you anything he's in the principal's office.
The deans. And I go,
Children,
okay.
please report to the principal's office.
We're gonna need room to fight, so I am about 2 seconds away from blasting a very giant hole in the ceiling and just getting out of here.
Is he in the gym?
We're not doing this again.
Yeah.
We're not doing this again. If we're doing this again, I'm immediately killing you. Oh my god, I'm not doing this again.
Hey, that means you all actually get to go to bed at a decent time.
Little tippy tappies! You hear the little tippy tappies of high heel, four little high heel legs.
No, because you're all gonna fucking die. We're not doing this again.
You hear the four tiny little tippy tappies that squeak.
We're not doing this again.
They sound oddly like high heels. Air Jordan high
heels.
heels.
Known better than to put us in a school.
You should have just made this a giant battle on top of the fucking tower.
She's gonna put us somewhere else now.
It's so funny. It's so funny that you say I shouldn't have made this in a school. Everything starts vibrating. And everything shifts again. And suddenly you're all in a very run-down looking house. One where baseboards are all dirty. It looks like there are remnants of little children that run around. It smells like diesel and cigarettes and alcohol everywhere. And River looks around and goes, "Oh, fuck." Oswald, I'm going to need you to do you can do a perception on that.
28.
You will hear the "oh fuck" from down the hall as soon as everything started changing.
Immediately
You know
opens
that,
a portal
literally
and
throw the
goes to where
water.
he heard it.
I throw the water back over her mouth, and I'm like, I just told you to shut up.
Yep. You see Oswald and Jira portal from right next to you.
I lob water at him.
River just is like,
I heard you guys say, well, I heard River, so decided to follow. River, is this your house?
it was one of my... So here's the thing. Here's the whole fun thing with Astoria, right? This is technically one of my foster homes. But is it, or was that just an illusion? Who knows?
You could probably ask Blaggy.
He's not here right now.
So the answer to that is yes, but also could be a no.
Well, the baseboards could be fixed up a bit, and honestly, I think this house is a bit of a fixer-upper.
I turn to River and I go, is there anything above us?
Yeah, it's just a bunch of like little rooms and like a fucked up bathroom.
Anything that you care about? Anything that's sentimental?
Remy, I hated being here. This was one of my worst foster homes.
Okay, good. And then she like just rocket blasts through the fucking roof. I'm done. I want to fight.
I guess on that cue,
Blasphemous.
Oswald's gonna grow to 100 feet.
River's just like, why was I here? Why was I meant to be quiet?
Because I'm, and then as like she's blasting her and she goes, because I'm tired of playing fucking games.
Peter manifests in front of you, Remy, and goes, but I'm not.
Oh, hey, Peter. Oswald's
Yeah, what can I
100 feet
use?
above
What can I use?
Peter
What can I
right now.
use?
He's like waving down at
what
him
can
like,
I
hey,
use?
man.
What can I use? What can I
Hey,
use?
man.
What can I use? What can I use? What can I use? What can I use? What
The
can I
second you hear
use?
Peter's
You need to
voice,
make it clear that just saying this isn't going to be an easy fight.
the second you hear Peter's voice, you're gonna
Remy's-
throw a fireball.
I know something you can use. Take him right out.
I punt Peter.
Right?
As soon as you go to punch him, he turns to smoke and then ends up back in the place
Do
where
I
you were
Charlie
trying to
Brown
hit
myself?
him. Yes.
And then I land on River's house.
It wasn't my house. It could have been fake. It was a fake house.
Oswald's getting up and is like, we could have fixed it up though.
You can't fix it up if it's not actually there.
I don't know. It felt like it was there. And then he picks out a plank of wood from his ass. Like it's a splinter.
Okay. Let's fucking do this, bro.
Have you come to finally have a civil chat with me, Remy?
We're past civil
Yeah,
here,
when she says that, I
fuckface.
try to stomp on him.
Smoke.
He looks at his foot. I got Peter on me. Ugh.
I just added Peter to the initiative.
Sweet.
Oh, shit.
Do we have our
Yes,
initiative?
we rolled before we
The
took a
initiative
break.
Okay.
starts. Yes.
I
The,
don't remember what I rolled.
the initiative is River, Peter, Oswald, Remy, and then we do short scenes with Michael and now Team Alpha, who are floating in the pastel void.
Ooh.
Okay.
Don't worry, Winston's still around. He might be able to get you guys.
Is Peter, like, only paying attention to me other than when he's avoiding Mr. Giant Footman?
That's my nickname.
No, he's also looking at River menacingly
Okay.
because you have to remember River just killed his second who he was taking a lot of power from.
Mm-hmm.
How scaled down is he in terms of power now? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, or should I do like an NCT?
Like, y'all could beat him, but it's still going to be difficult. So probably an 8.
Okay.
Mm.
You guys got this.
We got this. We got this. Let's go. Peter goes first.
River.
Wait, no, River
Technically,
goes first.
River goes first. He stops looking at you, Remy,
Mm-hmm.
and his eyes move toward River, who you didn't question when you saw, the smoke tendrils following around her, the dress basically made from smoke, her eyes still glowing. And he, under his breath, goes, "Night terror."
Mm.
And River, at that moment, says, "That's one thing. Just one thing to call me, I guess." And you can see her.
Somewhere Simon goes, River has a code name.
River, what you see her do is you see her extend her arm like she's going to do her elasticity power, and nothing happens.
Ooh. Yo, do we have to fucking kill River?
I doubt it.
And River's just like, "Okay, that was the first one, so not having that one makes me feel a little bit naked. All right, let's try something else." And she, now being extraordinarily flustered that her elasticity is no longer working, attempts to do seizure, which immediately fails.
Ooh.
And now it's Peter's turn. He goes, "Right. First things first." He looks to you, Oswald.
I haven't done anything to you.
He just looks at you and goes, and what he does, and you will need to do, does this tell me? You will need to do a fortitude check on this.
Okay.
He immediately attempts to make you fall asleep within his own dreamscape.
I got a 22.
You're asleep, Oswald.
You have a plus 11, so I needed a nat 20 to get that, I bet. Does he at least fall on top of Peter?
He falls the other direction back on River's house.
Nice.
That house is dead.
Yeah, guys, end of campaign. We did it.
Oh, we defeated the big bad!
It was the house all along.
The big bad River's old house.
It was the
It was
house.
the house. The house did it, guys. It was all the house. The house
Remy.
was Peter this whole time. It was a Horcrux.
Remy, it's your turn.
Okay. I know what I'm going to do.
That's great.
It's been a hot minute. Remind me. So, my natural weapons deal strength-based damage. We haven't used this in a hot minute. I know I combined. What did I combine? I combined my strength and my natural hands, right?
Mm-hmm.
So together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask a question
I might have an answer.
because I think it would be cool.
Okay, well then there's a good chance I'll let you do it.
As I want to do this, and since I technically have control of fire, could I technically turn my sword arm, sword hand into a flaming sword?
Yes.
Yes! Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use the air as like a way for me to move quickly. I think as she sees Oswald like, and she sees like River trying to do the like different power things and they're just not working for her, she's like, okay, let's give this a shot. And so she shake, and then does she have a fucking sword arm?
Yeah, she has a sword arm that's on fire. I don't know how you're wielding that, but I appreciate it.
So I imagine like, how like the firebenders, like they hold the fire in their hand, or like they can essentially like surround themselves with flame, but it's not really like touching them.
Yes.
It's like her sword arm is like enveloped in flame. So it's like she's gonna maybe give like an extra little bit of like fire damage to him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot off like a rocket, and I'm gonna swing at him. Okay. This is gonna be a lot of fucking math because I gotta do my natural weapons and my strength. Which dice do I feel like rolling?
Probably a 20.
The gayest one you have.
This one. I'm going. Oh, the gayest one I have? The gayest one I have is probably the one that came from Ellie's
Pride never
tits.
fails.
The fact that you know exactly the one that came from my tits is a little bit reassuring. Like, thank you.
Ha! Ooh, that was good. I gotta bust out the calculator real quick. Sorry.
The old calculator.
That's
I'm sorry, did you roll an attack on Oswald's sheet? Is that why you got to bust out the calculator?
That is a 41 to hit.
Oh, shit.
Because I have my 17 plus 8, which is a 25, and I got a 16 on the die, baby.
That hits.
Fuck yeah. So I imagine he's like, Peter's probably standing there like with a little smirk on his face as he just sees him topple a giant. And Remy just comes shooting up like a rocket, like, pew, like really quick. And then she slashes at him and she says, "This is for Oswald," as she connects with his body.
Okay. Gonna roll a toughness.
What do you get? 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 What do you get?
You rolled a 34.
Does not beat my 41.
It doesn't.
Bitch.
So he has an injury.
Okay, I have used that dice. That dice will have the 16 up, and it will encourage all the other little ones. Okay, so we know I can touch him if I'm quick enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the strat, guys. This is the strat. I feel like I've been fucking. What is it? What is it called? The Bros game. What is it called? The Nintendo. The fighting. Where you fight against all the other Nintendo people. Super Smash Bros. That's what it is. It's where it's like you have your specific character and you press the specific buttons and that's the only thing that works. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm jamming all the buttons.
You're spamming, did you say?
Yeah.
No, he is not a gamer.
Low kick, low kick, low kick, low kick.
Michael, you and Team Alpha are floating in space.
Okay. Do I see them? Can they see me?
No,
Are we
you're
all
not all
separated?
separated. Y'all can all see each other.
Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I just look at everybody, make sure they're okay, and then I'm going to say, all right, Frank, do it to see if you can hear me.
Silence.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Fuck. Well, sorry, performance anxiety. You know how it goes. Well, maybe you don't know how it goes. I'm not trying to assume anything. But anyway, shit.
Adrena just like squids by and she's like, man, that must be embarrassing.
Hey, you're still young, so you have lots of time to find all up about.
Aren't you like 25? You're not that much older than me.
You know what? Let's just focus about getting the hell out of here, okay?
Didn't you ditch your girlfriend for the one person who actually will kidnap her and breed her? She's just like doing the backstroke now.
He looks at Simon and Simon just shrugs like, I can't help
He's
you.
just kind of like falling down feet first, but his like little
Simon's just like, she hasn't taken her ADHD
his like little
meds in a while.
Reaper cloak is like an umbrella around him.
All right, so we have to assume we're in the dreamscape, and there's only one way to kind of navigate through here. All right, you have to focus. You have to bring everything in together. So what we got to do is everybody focus on the same thing.
Oh God, that's going to be really
through
hard.
the strength of our minds.
Cats, Michael.
Okay?
That's hurting cats.
I'm kind of focused on finding Peter, so if we all focus on him.
I look at Michael really hard and I go, you realize I haven't taken my ADHD medication since I've been home, right?
Hyperfixate on Remy like you usually do.
That's it. That's right. That's exactly what I was going to say. I love it. I love how in sync this team dynamic is. We got this.
Good.
And Simon's like, yeah, we could do it, guys. Everybody together, focus.
The ridiculous salute again.
Adrena immediately.
Simon closes his eyes. He starts slowly breathing like he's centering himself.
I crisscross applesauce.
And then Michael does a shrug like, I don't get this kid.
I crisscross applesauce and I join in and I'm like holding hands with Simon and we're doing the breathing techniques of like, like those weird people who do couples yoga.
You learned it from your parents. It's fine.
Yeah.
Tantric yoga.
All right, everybody together. Focus. Focus.
I'm thinking about her soft, luscious hair.
Oh, yeah.
That's a little creepy, not gonna lie.
Hey, now.
So wait, all right,
it was long and beautiful.
Is everybody's eyes just closed doing this shit? I just need to make sure.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
and
think
you're
the
all
four-
holding hands, right?
Yeah, the four of us are together in a circle holding hands, focusing on Remy.
Perfect. Amazing.
It's like the spirit bomb.
You hear?
Lend me your energy so that I may use this nuclear power and blow up my enemies. Like Jesus.
Yes, exactly.
I don't think I read that in the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my favorite
missed that
excerpt.
one.
What are you guys talking about?
I didn't know Dragon Ball Z
You
was a true
cannot
story.
tell me that Goku isn't like Jesus.
I don't think he is, but you know.
He dies and comes back to life.
Hey, spoilers.
I know that much.
So we're all focusing on Remy, right?
Yes.
Or we could also focus on River to not give Remy main character energy.
I think we're all focused on Remy. We already said it. Canon. So do we have to roll anything to see maybe how focused we are?
No, this goes on for a moment, and all of a sudden you hear, it sounds like in the center of you, because you're all in a circle holding hands. What are you doing?
Trying to focus. Shut up.
Shut up! I was just able to visualize her.
My
Do you
eyes
know
pop
how hard
open.
that is on no ADHD medication?
So my eyes pop. I'm assuming this is Winston, right? Right. Can you get us the hell out of here? We made a wrong turn.
I don't know how you guys got to it. Did you reach the top? You reached the top and you just went, woof, Or like, how exactly?
We went down to
No, we went in
we
through
went down
the
to the
butt.
bottom. Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to put it that way, but yeah, we went down through the butt.
Adrena
It's true.
so fucking much. I wasn't expecting to fall in love with her as much as I have.
You know, there was the top part that everyone else went into. That was the mouth, and we decided to go in the butt.
Simon turns bright
The
red,
rat
and he just
stole
says, babe, we talked about this. We talked about you saying stuff in your outside voice. Maybe pull back a little
I
bit.
turned back to him and I'm like, I'm so sorry, babe. I didn't listen to you clearly enough. So I'm going to try to use my quieter voice. I turn back to Winston. I go, we went in through the butt.
I'm not entirely sure that's what he meant. Yeah, I'll give you a clear answer.
He didn't say my appropriate voice,
I'll
Isaac.
give you a clear answer. Everybody went in the roof portal. We felt something weird downstairs, so we went down there and then got sucked into a basement portal.
And then I outline a figure of a butt.
He looks at all of you and goes, so you went in through the butt.
Michael just sighs. Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Michael then regrets all of his actions.
I didn't know there was a back door access. I thought it was only the front door. So that's wild to think about. Wonderful. Great. I have been just floating around looking for where the other three have gone. I have not found it. And now you're here.
Why didn't you try meditating?
Meditating isn't going to help me in this place. There's weird doors that float around everywhere. You could smack yourself into one. Very easy. You don't
Which
even
door
know.
looks most like Remy?
Would there be a common area that they would all be pulled to? Is there a certain location that affects all three of them? It would affect Peter.
Can I
Thinking about it,
use-
Peter wants all three of them to come and just be like, come here. Really more Remy, but the other two are attracted to Remy.
Right.
Edmund, I just learned was attracted to River, which I think is wild. Have you seen River? She's very scary now.
Can I use an expertise roll and roll for Remy?
Yes. Only because that's buck wild and I love it.
Okay, I had a 9 on the die, and I roll and plus 9. That is, in fact, an 18.
That is how math works.
I roll for Remy. I got rid of supernatural. I should put it down here.
Adrena feels like a tingling.
Yes,
more
she does.
going like further in. Further in.
And I go, wait a second, guys. I feel something. And then she starts to
If you have to fart again, aim it the other
Squid.
direction.
she starts to squid in that direction. And she goes, I think I'm using the force. And goes off in that direction.
You know, I think out of all of you, no offense, she's my favorite.
Isaac just shrugs and follows.
It's understandable.
Looking specifically
all-
at Simon.
Don't go too far out or else you'll get lost in here and then we'll never find you and you could just like simply just die.
I'll be honest, her confidence,
Then hurry up,
I just
nerds.
feel like her confidence is something I should follow. Because she wouldn't just blindly go in a
It's
direction.
contagious.
I don't believe that,
Yeah.
but let's go anyways.
My
Yeah,
tummy
come with
tingle
us,
says
Winston.
Remy's this way. Let's go.
Tummy.
There is a chance we may never see the light of day again, but
We're about to have a Care Bear stare over
The
here.
most
Remember-
unhinged shit I've ever done.
Remember, their parents still think that they're at a weird summer camp and not in a war. Okay.
Now their parents are just worried about getting back to that Airbnb DSM. So they're trying to get they don't care where the kids
Is
are.
Buster still there? We don't know.
he's just a corpse
River
just hanging in the
is-
swing.
We smash cut to Buster singing to himself, "One's the loneliest number."
It's been months, he's
Just
still
going
stuck there.
stir crazy. Because Adrena didn't realize that she booked the Airbnb DSM for 5
Mhm.
months.
And forgot to cancel.
Yeah, we just all follow Adrena.
Okay.
Michael wants to try to reach out and see if he could feel anything that Adrena's feeling, because he kind of thinks it's weird that he doesn't feel this connection to the woman he's in love with, but apparently Adrena does just by being a fangirl. So he's curious how this all works.
Don't listen. Never doubt fangirl energy, and also women are basically CIA agents. So
We really are.
Michael, you can give me an awareness if you are truly like, how come she can
Trying to feel it. Well, I'm just trying to reach out and try to see if I can feel for
Yeah,
Remy.
no
Is
problem.
really what I'm trying to do.
I mean, my awareness is a 13. So
It's a dirty 20.
Ooh.
It is in the direction that Adrena is saying. You're just so weirded out how she has a tummy tingle about it.
Sure. Okay. Yep, I'll just follow.
He's probably like, God damn it, why did I not think of that first?
Follow the tummy tingle. Okay. Back to River. River, still kind of flustered that what she's used to doing didn't work, sees Remy just fucking hit Peter. She smacked the shit out of him. And River goes, okay, let's do this. And she takes a breath, and suddenly in the back of her mind, she can hear Plaguey go, just think about it. Just think about turning into mist. Then go.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it, my friend.
And
In the great
No,
words
the way
of
that I
the
want
one
this to
Shia
happen
LaBeouf.
is like a Force ghost, like when Obi-Wan showed up as a Force ghost in Star Wars.
Oh my
Is
God,
you see
yes.
Plaguey, like just a Force ghost of Plaguey, just like just
do
do it, turn into mist.
Blood, turn into the mist.
Trust your tummy tingle.
1 minute.
we can't even make merch that says trust in the tummy tingle because this is the final fucking episode.
Oh, hell yeah. Sound like hotcakes.
So you see, Remy, you're facing away from River.
Mm-hmm.
Oswald's out, so nobody can see this happen. But you will, Remy. Within a puff of smoke, it's almost like River sucked herself out of the dreamscape. And Remy, while you're looking at Peter, who's now flabbergasted that you hit him, you see this smoky aura start coming up from around him. It's one that you are definitely familiar with. You've seen it before. So many other places where Dreamweavers happen to be. So you're afraid that there's going to be another Dreamweaver that comes out of here, and you're not exactly sure what to expect. When all of a sudden, out of the darkness, you see 2 purple glowing eyes that steps out, and River looks at you where you can see all of the black tendrils just coming off of her. And she goes, my turn, and grabs on to basically all of Peter's face and his neck. And suddenly everything around all of us turns black.
Wow, guys.
Oswald, it's almost a shift in like gravity and nature which wakes you up.
He's like, no. What happened?
And it's It's completely black.
Hmm.
Peter is going to do a will save for this. However, his will is very high.
Very, very high.
You should make the DC equally as high.
Oh, the DC is already pretty high because the base is 11 and she has 2 total PowerPoint ranks in it, which equals to 14 with this power. So it's pretty thick.
Oh, well, my natural weapons is a rank of 11, but the total is 17. Ooh.
Only a 51.
So 20. Only a 51.
Only.
Only a 51, guys. I could never reach those
Neither could I.
numbers.
51 with will. So just off by 1. Just off by 1 point.
Oh,
Which direction?
Hit or miss.
What do you mean, which direct? It was missed.
Yeah,
No.
hit or miss. Add your fucking PowerPoint!
yeah, but PowerPoints.
I could.
Add a
Can
hero
I
point!
use... This
Does
is
she
just
even
a
have
dumb
hero
question.
points?
Can I use...
River does have 5 hero points because I haven't been able to
Ooh,
use
I was
them.
about to say, could, like, for flavor, could we add our own
Well,
hero points to help
What I was
other
going to
people?
ask is if we can use our hero points to make them re-roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
like a luck point.
Oswald, I'll say you can do it because you have luck powers and you're the only one that can.
Oh,
Okay.
luck
Do
powers.
you,
Ooh,
do you
shit,
want to
yeah.
use one of River's points, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I'm gonna use one of River's points. I'm just gonna have it plus 7 because that's the main thing. Is you can add 7 to your thing, so it's
So
so it's now
forcing-
57.
are you forcing him to re-roll, or are you just
No,
adding
I
points?
River invoked an actual power that she didn't know that she had,
Her secret power.
which is why she didn't want people touching her.
Mhm.
It's called Night
Mhm.
Terrors.
Yes,
You
he referenced that earlier.
You invoke the primal fear associated with darkness, projecting it on your targets and filling them with terror. For a version of this power that affects all your shadows fall upon, apply line of area modifier, blah, 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 blah. So basically, I can turn everything into just pitch blackness and invoke terror. It has to be overcome by will, which he rolled a 50 for, and then in my power, I rolled now a 57. So he, at this point, is not hurt, but he is stunned. So he's not going to be able to do anything for the next round.
Oh yeah, and
Does
I'm
that
next.
include? Is that only actions he takes on his turn, or does that include like rolling to dodge an attack?
When he is going to dodge, his dodge is immediately cut in half because he is too scared to even move right
Cool.
now.
So then my question is, he has the regular injuries like everybody else, right? Like as soon as he hits 5, he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Oswald's at 3.
Actually, in Oswald's next, it's not Remy.
No, I was just thinking, I was like, I could end this.
What does he have right now?
If
He has
can't
1
do
injury or
sh-
2?
He has he has 1.
Yeah, you got something that could work really well, but it's a
If-
matter of if you want to do it or not.
Right now, the dice are really in our favor.
Well, now that you've said that,
If Oswald is able to get a good hit in on him, I could possibly
well, you
kill
could
him.
hold your turn until after mine.
Well, you go first.
I don't know
It's
why
your
I had
turn.
that.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know
your
why I had
turn.
that reverse in my head.
Yeah.
Okay, what am I gonna do? It's not like I have that many powers.
grow big
So
and-
I'm still 100 feet tall.
Could you do like a power punch and like bam him?
What about Jira getting
I'm
tall and
saving
smacking daddy on
for
him?
like backup.
In case he
Okay.
has like a final what is it called? Like a
Oh,
final
final
form.
form.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about this.
Oh my god.
So for every, let's see, every 4 ranks of growth increases size rank by 1. But every 8 ranks adds... Oh, I thought it added strength. Never mind. Increases your strength and stamina to also improve related traits. I'm not going to do all that math. Oh, each rank of growth adds... Each rank of growth adds 1 rank to your strength and stamina. I have 32 ranks in growth. My strength is a 20, and on top of that, I have the advantage that I get +1. I get a +10 to my close attacks.
Wait, Oswald is as strong as Michael? Well, why is Michael hitting the gym so
That's only
much?
when I'm big. So realistically, I get a if I use strength to attack, I get a +62 to my roll.
Is there even a point with Peter rolling a toughness? Is there even a point?
I mean, he could roll a 1 and he immediately just go down.
Okay.
So
Is there a point for even Oswald rolling?
that's not a great toughness, Al.
That's a +15 though.
Yeah, but like a 22 total. I'm sorry, but my +62 is gonna be that.
That's why I was asking, like, are we doing like the 5 thing system? Because we're really fucking him up and this is
Hold
too
on, let
easy.
me roll strength.
If you want me to go back to his original buffs, I can.
I think we're good, but let me roll strength to see.
No, I prefer Peter being flat out on his ass.
So that's a 27. So now I need to add 42 to that.
That is a 69.
Nice.
The perfect number!
So I got a 69 to hit.
As you said literally not even 5 minutes ago, man, I wish I could hit the 50s.
Yeah, but I don't read my powers. Literally the final episode is when I find this shit out. But no, for cinematic taste, what I want to do is I want to like stand up at my full height and you see like anime red eyes looking down on Peter.
Perfect.
And you see his fist kind of do like a going straight down onto Peter. But his fist is like catching fire because it's entering the fucking atmosphere in order to hit him.
Ooh.
Just for cinematic value.
That's injury number 2.
Okay. Oswald shakes his hand a little bit like it hurt. Whoa.
If I do an all-out attack, how many injuries would that equal?
2.
Fuck. We'd have to get one more good hit on him.
It also depends on his toughness. It also depends on how hard you go. But
And remember, you have hero
reality,
points.
Should I
he's
do
looking
it?
2.
Should
I
I do
think you
it?
should. You have like how many hero points?
Should I do it?
Hey, this is it. Go big or go home. It's Oswald's
Listen,
stance.
right now he is stunned. He has half movement. He is afraid of River. He could easily shake out of this on his next turn, right?
Remy, this is your moment, girl. Do it.
And remember, you have
Okay.
hero points.
Okay.
Yeah. What power does is it Richard, your Dreamweaver?
He gave me the blood bending.
Okay. I know Oswald had the luck powers from Rochelle. And Michael has powers that unfortunately Kevin was cinematic, and now I haven't been able to hit anything yet. But Michael gets sick bonuses to attack stuff.
That's
because
okay.
of that.
Michael's gonna come in and do like a sick slide with his sword and slice Peter.
Coup de grace.
This just turns into an anime fight.
Fuck yeah. Why do you think I manifested a Buster Sword, dude?
Okay. Okay.
Do it.
Okay, I'm moving everything aside so that the fucking
Then she
dice
rolls
can.
in that one.
I'm moving everything the fuck aside so that the dice don't hit nothing.
You're like, get out of my way, get out of my way, get out of my way.
Get out of my way! I need a clean workspace. I'm sweating. Okay. What? Should I roll first before I describe what I want to do?
Yeah.
Yes.
God, guys, my tummy.
Is that Adrena, or do you have a tummy ache?
I was going to say, is that Adrena?
My stomach is in knots.
That's just the baby.
Okay. Should I use the dice that gave me a natural 20 earlier?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm picking it up. Okay.
Like, I love
Everyone
you
at
so
home,
much.
be ready for this final roll. Remy is going to do a final attack
Are you a
against
golf
Peter.
I'm going to do
announcer?
an all-out attack.
I was going to say, can we just have Kevin be a golf announcer for our final
I'm going to
battle?
do an all-out
And
attack.
we see Remy wind
Okay.
up.
And I believe that you could put in up to 5 points.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I'm going to put in all 5 points.
Do it.
Okay.
This could kill me.
Remy steps up to the plate. Can she
Remember,
hit the
you
ball
have
today,
hero
Peter?
points.
I hope.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. God, I'm terrified to jump.
Don't fuck up.
You got this.
If it falls on the floor, I can
Yes.
re-roll, right?
No.
Because it's not an intentional
Only
roll.
when it falls on the floor if it's less than what you need.
If it's not a nat 20, you can just keep
Don't
throwing it
even.
on the floor till it is a nat 20.
Right.
That's not how this works.
When have we
Fucking
ever played by
dice
the
gods
rules,
let me
Al?
That's also true.
Okay.
There's a reason why 99 episodes, none of us have read the character sheets, right?
Me finding out how my power
I'm so-
works on episode 100.
Episode 99.
Yeah,
Thank
fair.
you very much. Okay.
Okay, Remy, I think you
Yeah.
shook all the numbers
It's not a
off.
shake
I
weight.
think
You're
you're
not
good.
joking at all.
Okay. I'm not even gonna look. I'm afraid to open my eyes.
Point your camera at it.
Oh, I can see it's a
Point
nat
your
it's a nat 20
camera at
then.
it.
I
There we
don't
go,
want
yeah.
to.
Us see.
It's a 1. No, I'm just kidding.
You have to move it closer.
yeah,
Can't see.
It fucking is. That's hilarious.
Amazing.
Fuck yeah. Amazing right there. That is it.
I can't even put
So-
my camera back.
Oh,
So
man.
to paint the scene, it's pitch black because River used her newfound power. I just punched him from orbit. And now let's
Yep.
describe what you're gonna do. So,
I've been so excited for a nat 20 in my life.
What?
I've never been so excited for a nat 20 in my life.
Dice Drop fans, this is the most excited we all have ever seen Zoe. She's losing her ever-loving mind. It's amazing.
Where's my fucking pencil?
Oh, you gotta add up all the damage you do.
Pretzel?
Yeah, right?
I don't even know.
Forget the
how
pencil,
to
grab
add
a
it up.
calculator.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
is this gonna kill him? Is this
It
gonna
depends
kill
on
him?
I
how
don't
hard
even
you
know.
hit.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know where my pencil is. I can't do math.
Use your calculator.
I don't know where it went. Okay.
Or tell us, we got
Well, you
pencils,
have
we got
pencils. I
calculators.
don't have one
Okay,
near me.
so what do I add for an all-out attack? I don't even know. I forget, and I just did it not that long ago. Where the fuck is my pencil? It's bright ass pink.
Is this the advantage or the maneuver?
I don't know. It's the all-out attack that's down at the very, very bottom. Fucking shaking.
You take away whatever you added to the die roll, so that 5, you take it away from your defenses. That's all that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
knew,
this
I knew
leaves
that.
This leaves you
And I
open
added to
for
my
a
damage.
counterattack if it doesn't work out. But given that you rolled a nat 20.
Yeah. So
Which
yeah,
is
you're
a
gonna
fucking like 1 out of a million
Yeah.
shot.
So you just add.
Yeah, so you're gonna add you're just gonna add 5 to your damage, basically.
Okay.
Which will be part of the DC he has to make for the toughness to see how hard it hits him.
Because I have a very specific plan
Okay. Well,
on what I plan on doing.
Cut
with
his
him.
balls off.
It all depends upon if I'm able to kill him. I have a I've been thinking about this for fucking 3 weeks now.
well, while you put together that
Thinking about
plan,
this.
I'm gonna go to bed, go to work tomorrow, and then you'll be done putting together your plan by then.
Yeah,
No, I already know.
next weekend we'll all get together and finish this.
Know.
No.
I just don't know how he rolled, but
Well,
What's your total?
you have to tell us your total
I
first.
wanted.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know
it's
anything.
the 20 plus the 5. It's the 20 plus the 5. I planned on
25.
Okay, I planned on using the. I planned on fucking immolating his ass.
So
I planned
20
on
plus
literally-
the 5, but the 20 was nat.
It's and
But what are you doing? You haven't even
And
told us what you were
fireball.
doing.
Plus
The
your power rate.
fireball. I planned on immolating him, like
Yeah,
literally turning him into ash.
So I think it does the damage equal to your power rank. Should.
That's the special power. I don't have anything. Sally told me to not put
I
anything in
see.
there.
Yeah,
Well,
that
then there you go. Game goddess. What's she doing then?
Yeah, what would I add to that, my dear?
it would just be a 1 because you only have 1 rank in it because it's not something that you can. Yeah, you don't have a lot of rank in it. It's powerful as you can see, but you don't have a bunch of ranks in it, and also you just learned you could do that.
Yeah, I guess I was lucky with the plant shit. Oh, fuck. Should I do something else? Okay. If the fire's not gonna work, then I'm gonna tell me if I'm allowed to do this. Can I literally blood bend him like a Capri Sun?
That's a quote.
Can I turn him into a Capri Sun?
You can bloodbend him, but explain what you mean by Capri Sun.
I'm going to literally suck all of the blood out. Like, I want to combine all my powers into one big thing. Like, I want to just,
So you
like,
want to bend the blood.
Just
You
pull
want to
out
bend
all
the
that
blood out of him.
I want to bend the blood out of him. I want to set his blood on fire. I want to
let's
rip
bend
him
the
to
blood out of
shreds.
him
I want to do all the
first,
things.
and then deal with everything else.
I want to do all the things. I want to do all the things.
What do you add to bloodbend?
And I guess that would probably be water control, and that is an 18 ranks. So that's a 25 plus
43.
I can't do 43. Damn, son.
So This is something I'm going to say not to be an asshole.
Uh-huh.
You can blend bend people to basically use them as puppets. You can't just suck it out of them because that's a little bit too OP even for me.
Okay. Then you know
and I don't want to say no to everything you want to do. I'm just like thinking logically.
You're good. You're good. This is all gonna get cut out, baby.
So then what you do is you're going to bloodbend him to have him punch himself in the face and go, quit hitting yourself, quit hitting yourself, quit hitting yourself.
Okay.
You also have, don't you have like fucking water burst or whatever? Like water cannon?
That's what I was about to say. I could drown him.
Waterboarding is always an option.
Should I just go full in should I go boing, which goes along with what I wanted to like talk with him about. Which if I'm doing the natural weapons and my strength, that is a 25 to a 25 and that is a 50. I finally hit the 50 club, guys.
Yeah.
Yes, that is possible. You can do that.
Okay. Now let's see how he hits. Please.
You mean how his toughness?
Rolls a 56.
Yeah, please. Please.
Another 22.
Yes.
I don't think he could have hit a 50.
I don't kill him.
What do you do? Like cut his arms and legs off? Something a flesh wound.
No.
To the pain. The pain.
I really want to kill him.
Well, you might. It's not over yet.
I can't do another all-out attack, though, can I?
No.
Okay, so I imagine as he's like... Is he what, like standing, or is he like crouched from the
Well, I also
stuff?
punched him from orbit.
He's standing.
He's standing, so he was able to get back up after the punch and everything. So I cut into him again, but this is like a gut stab, like a phew. And I yelled, "This is forever!" And it's the next person's turn. Now I'm gonna find my pencil.
Michael, as you guys are moving toward more of the center of the dreamscape, you come across a door. This door is brown. It looks like it's been kicked a few times. It looks beaten up. But there's also what looks to be like smoke creeping out from around it.
Oh, shit. I'm going to push myself further so I can try to get to it faster. And my blood starts pounding in my ears, and I start feeling that fury, that rage of thinking that something's happening with Remy, that she's in danger. And I start to, rage out a little bit. And as I get to the door, my force field bends and flexes around me and pushes on the door as my sword manifests in my hand behind me. And I want to burst through the door.
When you burst through the door, you come into a space that looks completely black. But from a distance, you can hear what sounds like people fighting.
Can I reach out with my senses?
Yeah.
To see through the dark?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In what looks to be, I wouldn't say the center, but close to it, you can see what looks like 4 figures.
Okay. And it's my friends and Peter, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. Then yeah, I just want to push that distance. The sword just is lighting up the dark around me, so I'm fully illuminated by the force field and by the power of the sword as I move forward. And I just surge forward, just with like a giant roar. I'm going to come forward and just try to take out Peter, because I don't know what all they're doing in here. So,
how many? Do we know how many injuries he's got, guys?
He has 4.
He has 4. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Am I able to get to him, or?
You're still a little bit too far away, but I will say
Sure.
you're like definitely closer.
Absolutely.
It also gave River a little bit of a heads up that you were basically behind her. So she was able to be like, oh, like,
Yeah.
don't touch me.
I think what she turns, what she's going to see is this would be like the cover of Team Alpha #1. It's basically going to be me in the front with the flaming sword, the rest of the team spread out behind me, and then Winston is standing behind us with his sword. with his hand and his fingers outstretched, holding one hand up to the side of his head, very Professor Xavier style, as the dreamscape is kind of swirling through the doorway behind him. And the Team Alpha are going to start rushing in as well behind me. Simon starts flexing out. His fingers are all long again. His hair turns into quills. His eyes are all feral. And he just roars like a lion as he comes to move in. And the other two members of Team Alpha are next to him.
You see when Isaac sees Peter,
So
he goes full Grim Reaper. Like, face is extremely skeletal. Black cloak, black hood, ice scythe. You see mist coming off the scythe, too.
River has
Adrena's like, Remy! Oh, wait, no.
River has the chance to kill him. She's up first.
What does Adrena look like when she's bouncing through here?
Squid.
She's probably like She's probably like silver surfering in squid form with some vines.
I love it.
Like they're like flying her forward and just like coming up and catching her and flying her forward and catching her.
All right, so fans at home, there's a looking for a piece of that art to come my way.
Adrena as a squid.
Yes. Adrena as a squid with some cute little seaweeds.
Love it.
You have to make her goth. I swear to God.
River.
This is where River saves us all right here. I love it.
I know River gets to kill him.
River looks at him and he looks at her and he goes, you don't know what you are, and you don't even know how to get trained. Winston definitely cannot train you. Where'd you get the powers from? Was it Edmund? And River just like stops and looks at him and goes, you're trying to manipulate me. There's nothing to manipulate if you truly do not know what you're working with. Sure, there's Dreamweavers out there, but we haven't seen one of you in upwards of a century. And what you guys would think would be River going to kill him immediately. But while she's listening to him talk, he has this little insane look in his eye. And it's almost to the point where River's trapped in it.
Oh, shit.
And out of nowhere,
she turns.
It's phase 2.
Peter takes his hand, where you can now see they are sharp nails, and shoves them into her stomach.
No! No! No!
And
Mother.
pulls.
No! I hate you.
What was that strength?
It's okay. She has like no injuries. She'll be fine.
That is one injury on her.
Okay, she's fine. She's not dead, guys.
And she does start spitting up a little bit of blood. It was this very bad injury.
Yeah, you would too if you got stabbed in the stomach.
She's not allowed. Okay. I know what to do. 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 know what to do.
I think
need
seducing Peter's out of the question now.
I know what to do to give him some distance, and I'm not gonna like it.
You're gonna take your shirt off. Don't do that.
Well, if you insist.
It is your turn. Keep in mind, Peter does have basically his entire hand within River's gut.
Can I separate
So it's kind of
them
a
somehow?
precarious situation.
Rude.
Ooh.
If you do, there's a chance Peter's going to rip out some vital organs.
Can I?
This
Let me think about this.
Chop his hand off. Let me chop his hand off. Let me chop his hand off. Let me chop his hand off.
Can Jira, who has been hiding this whole time, jump out and
Bite him.
bite
Bite
his
him.
wrist as hard as he can?
Oh my god. He dies from
The
Jira.
wrist
I love
that
it.
is
I love it.
the wrist that is in deep in River's stomach.
Yes, trying to like snap it so that it doesn't rip anything out of River, but Peter now has no control. Whether it's to break his arm or
Okay. Gonna do a nice little.
Usually, if someone were to bite you and you were holding onto something, you would let go, right?
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
usually the reaction.
no,
Okay,
Allie,
but-
I
okay, so
understand.
Like the,
You don't need to draw a visual.
This is Tommy. This is hand. Yes, I do.
We
This
can't
is
even
Tommy.
see the
Ah.
visual.
Ah!
We can't even see the
Yeah,
visual.
it looks like you're pointing at white paper.
Yes. Do you see this?
Nope, that's a
No.
black screen again.
How about if I
Yeah.
highlight it? No, it looks like
No,
snow.
I understand what you're saying. Like his entire hand is in River's stomach. I get it, but my goal here
So, but
is to
But
break
if-
his arm so that
if
he
he were
can't
to-
clench his hand or move his hand.
Exactly. If like someone were to like bite your arm, you let go
Well,
of
I'm
what
not-
you're
I'm not-
holding.
I'm okay. So here's
I'm
what.
not. Hold on.
Here's what
hold
I'm
on.
thinking about.
I'm not aiming for him to like let go or anything like that. I'm simply aiming to break his arm so that he has no use of his hand. It's still attached.
But you want Jira
Yes,
to do
because
it.
Jira is small enough and his jaw.
Oh, you want him to
Yeah,
do
still-
it small.
Yeah, still alligator size. Yeah,
That's where I
That's
was
why I
losing
didn't say
the
that
focus.
he grew.
yeah.
Yeah,
Jira's,
he's gonna do a
Mhm.
chomp attack.
Like this
Yeah,
is
Jira's
honestly,
still
this is
alligator,
how
baby.
I saw it. Like
That's
Still
even
can't see.
better.
We
Now
still
it's
still
now
can't
it's
see.
beige.
Still can't see. It's
now
still
just
paper.
beige.
Still barely.
Now it's a
Oh
single
my
line of
god! Now
paper.
it's a single line. Now it's a single line that you just
Yeah,
scribbled
Allie, we
over
can't see
100
that.
times.
I
Okay,
love how-
Allie,
I
it
love
would
how
probably be
much-
better if you just pantomime biting your own arm.
I love how much she's putting into this to get us.
The
get us to see.
judgmental look with the wiener dog.
Don't show us your paraplegic dog.
she's doing her best, and she's
This is what I'm gonna
She's
do to
also
you
old as
guys.
shit, but yeah, she is doing her best, and she's
Oh.
literally.
She has. Jira's gonna do what Suki's own little wrists can't do for her.
Yeah, so
so
same
sad.
size. He's gonna jump and try to break his arm so that he has no use of his hand anymore.
Hell yeah.
okay.
And gators have a fucking strong ass
Yeah, they
grip,
do.
motherfucker.
Even
Yeah, they
water
do.
dragons have a ridiculous bite strength.
Yeah. They really do. Lizards have a crazy amount of jaw strength.
That's why I don't fuck with lizards. I don't fuck with any kind of reptile other than turtles.
God. Sorry, the don't show us your paraplegic dog.
That should be like a special once in a lifetime offer sticker. Don't show us your paraplegic dog. A free sticker if you buy $50 or more in merch.
Hold on, before you roll anything, I'm currently reading an a journal from a Journal of Ecology in the Southern Hemisphere about the bite strength of
Oh my god.
water dragons.
We know that they could probably bite as a +8 or a +10. Jesus Christ.
I love how we're going so far into depth to explain how an alligator is biting a Dreamweaver's arm.
I didn't understand that it was still an alligator. I thought he was like huge. I was just like, Godzilla could just eat him whole. What are we doing?
Is he's not an alligator per se. He is a water dragon.
He's a water dragon.
He's a water dragon, but sized as an alligator.
So let me see here.
Yeah.
I already found the section on bite
Well, even
force.
if he were to use his claws, that would still like sever some nerves if he got deep enough.
I love this is all going to be such a moot point when Peter just rolls a super high ass.
I'm doing all this research for absolutely nothing.
That's okay. I'll do another fucking all-out attack.
Hell yeah.
I don't care if I'll have a -10 to defense.
Where is
We don't need defense where we're going.
Defense, what's that?
I already have a 29 to dodge and a 27 to parry.
Fuck yeah.
bite force? Let's see.
Remember when you guys said this should only take us 3 hours?
I did.
I didn't say that.
I agree.
Okay, these are a lot of numbers that I
But it's
can't,
okay.
Started at
that I can't
11:30.
understand. But I'm just looking at this because I'm curious.
I said between an 8 to a 10. It's up to the game goddess's discretion.
I'm just waiting to see what Kyle finds in his little Kyle hyperfixation land.
Well, I have to go to bed soon
I would
because
also like to go
I
to
wake
bed.
up
I know. I
early.
have to get up early too. But
Yeah. I think I get up the earliest out of everybody, so.
What time do you get up,
Not to pull
Kev?
that I get up at 5 a.m.
Baby numbers.
Nice.
I get up on average 3:30 in the morning. On
Okay.
average.
Okay. You win. You win.
Most days it's 3:30. Other days it's 4:30. Depends. So
I'll say
probably
it's
on average I get up at 4.
I'll say a 9.
A 9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so +9 to that bite attack
yeah,
there,
okay,
kid.
whatever. Am I just rolling a d20 plus 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll use actual dice.
That's
for
all we
this.
do here.
That's about what the book has.
Does he miss or was
Did
it
you
a
roll
20?
a 1? Did you roll a 1? We
Kyle,
can't tell what the
that's-
fuck
it's-
that
hold
is.
on.
That's
That
just
doesn't
as
Let me
good.
see if I can.
You're pulling an
block my
alley,
face.
and
That's just as good as my
Okay,
bullshit.
well,
That's
no,
just
I'm
that's
trying
my
to
bullshit.
show you. It's a nat
Fuck
20
yes.
plus 9, so 29.
hell yes.
How
Hell
does
yeah.
Jira kill this
Suck it, Peter.
Dreamweaver?
Oh, have the turn, have tables. Jira's the one that kills
Yeah, right.
Peter.
Jira, the one who doesn't even know who Peter is.
Let go of my ant! Hung.
No, he's
Yeah.
just hungry. That's all it is.
That's
Doesn't
okay.
know
I will
what's going
say
on.
this does. I will say, like Oswald, this does not kill him, even though his
It severs
injuries are
his-
high.
Does it sever his arm?
It's a nat 20.
It is a nat 20. I will say it severs his arm, but I'm not going to say it kills him.
That's fine.
Fuck yeah. Chomp.
Fuck yeah, all I need to do is get one fucking good hit.
Okay. I clicked out roll 20 like a dick.
How dare you? Amateur.
I know.
Ow. Fucking.
Rookie move. Hate to see it.
Is that your turn? Is that your turn, Oswald?
Ooh, does that count as my turn if Jira did it? Because I assumed that we were just working under the same.
Yeah, if you want to call asking Jira to do that your turn, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I love the fact that Jira was hiding in the open plain
No, because
field.
the rubble of the house is still there, right?
That's true, but I still think that's so funny. Like, could you imagine Jira, like, just moves 5 feet forward and just goes,
Yeah. The laziest bite ever, but it's so goddamn
Remy,
strong.
it's your turn.
Okay. So the arm is removed, correct?
Yes.
Is he like clutching his arm where the stump is?
Where the arm
Yeah.
should be?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I don't think Remy realizes that Michael is here yet. And with one of her friends kind of not incapacitated, but probably focusing on the fact that she's bleeding profusely from her gut. And the other friend is probably focusing on her other friend. She is going to take this moment to bloodbend River away. Just
Okay.
so that
I'm
she
gonna
is
roll
out
the-
of reach.
I'm gonna roll to see if River passes out.
Unless she's
River's
made out of
still awake.
smoke.
River's not having
So
a good time, but she is coherent.
So
Nice.
I think what you see is River's body kind of just
Yep.
and then phew, but there's no wind. And then she sets her sights onto Peter, and Remy, with just a growl, goes, "You shouldn't have done that." And then I all out attack him again. Should I roll the same fucking dice?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you want to risk that, that's on you.
It has given me 2 natural 20s.
Come
thus
on,
far,
come on,
and
come
it's
on.
a +5. It's a +5, +25, so it's a +30.
Come on.
Okay. Not great, but it's still decent. So I got a 14 on the roll, plus a 30. That's a 44. That's good. It could have been better.
What is your defense down to now, since you have a -10?
It is now down to 19 for a dodge and 17
It's
for a
not
parry.
bad still.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I fucking beat him!
He
Him
keeps
with all
right.
these fucking 22s, man.
Yeah, he's fucking up this
Killing
22.
Edmund was like the thing that threw him off.
Yeah.
And then
Did I
he
kill him?
spends his hero points. Oh fuck! Don't say anything, Kevin.
No, he doesn't have any
Did I-
hero points.
I know. I'm just bugging.
Did I just fucking kill him? I wasn't trying to keep track, but did I just kill him?
How do you want to do this?
Oh fuck yeah!
Okay. I need to drink some
Zoe.
water.
I think it's gone.
It's gone, but it still feels great. Okay.
Hey now.
So is he standing or is he like fallen over and like doubled over in pain because he just got his arm chomped off by the crocodile?
Everything happens so
Captain Hook
fast.
style.
Everything happens so fast that adrenaline is still going, so he is not toppled on the floor yet.
Okay, good. So then I yell at him. I don't know how far away I am from him in this moment because I've been zipping across like a rocket, and I yell at him, "On your knees!" And then he like forcibly is moved onto his knees. Is he on his knees?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm sorry, I don't usually have this much control.
It's how do you want to do this? How would you like this to
And-
go?
I slowly walk up to him, and for cinematic purposes, can my eyes just like have fire inside them?
Of course.
And I look at him and I tell him, beg.
You-
Beg for your worthless little life.
Remy, you don't mean to do any of this.
Offer me anything, and I will consider it.
I offered you the world, Remy.
And I get really low to him. And I just look at him and I just say, would you give me what I want most in the world?
What is it that you want most in the world?
And I get really close to him and I just whisper in his little motherfucking prick of an ear. And I go, give me back my mother.
And he looks at you and goes, it would be a shell of her. It wouldn't be the real her. And you know it.
Then Remy stands to her full 5'10" height, and she just looks at this sad little broken man and says, then I guess I'll settle for breaking you. And she fucking cuts his head off in one fell swoop.
Water blade.
Just straight up cuts his head off and then screams. And I would love if I just turned into like a fiery phoenix and just like turned his body into ash.
I'm not gonna say you turn into a phoenix, but you do turn into a fire
But
woman.
you know, like
Yeah.
just scream like ah, and just like turn like everything within like a 5-foot radius. I'm like a towering inferno. Just fire.
Now,
just
when Dreamweavers die, they already sort of turn to ash, but the ash does have glitter in it.
That's so gay.
Don't get it on you. You'll never get rid of it after that.
You'll just have Peter in you forever, not in the fun way. So you just see the ashes start falling down his body as his body slowly dissolves. And the darkness that River created, you notice, is lightening up. I am going to do another toughness check for River, because she is still bleeding out.
she's not allowed to roll 1 because I'm about to walk over there and put all that blood back in her body.
Okay. Everyone take a breath.
Oh, you didn't roll it on the screen!
Nope. That was
She knows
for
what she's
me.
doing. Mm-hmm.
It's not a 1.
Oh,
She's
It's a
still
2.
she's still up. She's still
God, wouldn't
breathing.
that fucking suck?
You can see her clenching her stomach, kind of like a, if I let this go, my organs will fall out and I will die, like sort of situation. She looks paler than usual. She looks sweaty and definitely looks like she's not doing well.
When she starts to stumble, Michael gets to the group and he catches her. She doesn't fall, but like he steadies her because he has the force field still. So he's not technically touching her.
Yeah. No, and she's just like, oh shit, Michael. Fuck.
Oswald will shrink back down because he doesn't need to be 100 feet tall anymore. So he shrinks back down and kind of like jogs up to Remy, fully knowing what happened to River. And he's like, can't you use your fire like just to cauterize the wound or something?
I imagine after that whole spiel, Remy's feeling somewhat dizzy.
Oh yeah,
You know,
Remy's
just
definitely
exploded
tapped
into
out.
fucking, like, fully tapped out on her powers. She used 2 fucking all-out attacks. She's fucking roasted. She then, like, I don't want to say like limp walks, but you know, like that like exhausted jog that you do where you're like stumbling.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like looking at River, and she's like touching the ground, like where the blood is, and is just like, what do I do? What do I do? Like, she's like disaster planning. And she's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And is like, like trying to figure out what to do. And then she has to do what she needs to do, doesn't she?
Michael's yelling, Winston! Winston, get over here!
Winston pops up and he looks the most youthful, the most like actual like power thriving through him that you guys have seen since the first time y'all have been in the dreamscape. And Michael, the first time you have ever seen him. He looks to be a god. He looks to be all powerful. And he just goes, yes, I am here.
Can you do something about this? She's dying.
And he looks at River and he goes, I unfortunately cannot heal a night terror.
What about Data? Can we get her back? Can he do something?
Data might be able to, but night terrors do have a bit of a history in Dreamweaver times. They're a little bit more difficult to heal. Though she does have her healing powers her own, once she's the one that's hit and not one of her companions, that's when it gets tricky.
Shit. Fuck.
At that moment, you see Isaac
Can you get it?
walk up, and he's still in his like Reaper form because the adrenaline's still going through him. But he holds up a hand, and you see that it's like encased in ice, and it's like absolutely freezing. And he says, I don't know much about this power, but would this help? And then he like kneels down and moves River's hand from where the wound is. And he tries to like freeze it.
Like freeze it shut?
Tries to put just like a layer of ice over everything.
River is screaming so loud. That hurt.
Yeah,
I think
so
as
bad.
soon as she like does the first yelp, I push him off
Before
of her.
he does this, he says, River, this is gonna hurt, and I'm real sorry. Also, Simon's the one that came up with Mean Streak. I just went along with it. So he basically what looks like shoves an ice fist into her stomach.
If this gives her any pain, I'm immediately shoving him off of her.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no,
it's gonna
she's
hurt.
screaming.
Yeah, when she's screaming, Michael's
do not-
holding her tighter. He's
And then
holding her so she
Oswald's
won't
gonna
like
step in
flail out
front
and
of
hurt herself.
Remy and be like, "This kind of needs to happen, or else she's dead." Okay.
Well, the moment he does it, she just rolled a 5 in toughness.
I kick him off, and I'm like fighting for fucking dear life, and I'm just like, I can do it. Get the fuck off me.
When Remy pushes forward, we see as she moves, there's Adrena and Simon standing there, and Simon has tears just flowing down his face.
I think Adrena's like big spooning him,
Mm-hmm.
like holding him, and she's also like mascara's running. And so she
Michael
like,
looks at Remy. It's not confusion. It's not concern. I mean, he trusts her, but he just looks like he has that look of somebody who, you know, like on like the show where like the doctor looks at the other doctor and they're like, this probably isn't going to work kind of look on their face, but they're being strong for everybody else around them. He kind of gives her that knowing look like this might be it.
So I scramble over like
Wait, how do you do it again?
as quickly as I
messed up.
can.
Oh, okay.
You know, like that scramble that people do when they're like on all fours. They like scramble over. And so I am like, because I imagine people pulled her back so that they could try to help her and all that jazz. And so she goes, I promise this might not hurt, but it's gonna probably feel weird, and I don't want anyone to say anything about it, and I don't even know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna give it a shot, because if not, you're gonna die, and you're not allowed to die on me. Guess what? You're not allowed to fucking die after I just did some fucking cool ass shit over there, and you didn't even get to see it.
Your dream boyfriend shoved his hand in my stomach. Remy, what the fuck?
He's not my dream boyfriend. Shut the fuck up. And I smack her on the nose.
She's like, I'm dying. You're not supposed to hit me.
Not for long. Stop talking like that. I need to concentrate. She goes, close your eyes. I don't want you to look at this.
Remy.
Close your fucking eyes.
No, I'm not gonna fucking close my eyes, you fucking psycho.
Oswald kind of like leans in,
Close
like,
your-
I'm pretty sure if she closes her eyes, she's not coming back.
Oh, God, Jesus Christ.
Michael's just looking back and forth
River
between
just
everybody.
looks at Oswald like, what the
I'm just
fuck?
saying, you're pretty much on
And
the edge. I
so-
don't want you to close your eyes.
So I am going to look at the blood that is pooling around. And then there's like a little like of air that's going.
Remy, aren't you overextending? Like, by a lot?
Well, I don't give two shits right now. So
You're
let me do my
actually-
thing. Let me
You're gonna
let me
pass
fucking
out.
concentrate.
Is there anything me and
Okay, when
Isaac
you
can
pass
do
out, it's not
to
my
help Remy here?
Just be quiet. That's all I need. I need everybody stop talking. My head hurts.
Oswald donkey punches Isaac. Tell him to go away. Why did
I
you
need
think
space.
it's like you hear the two walking away, but like as their voices go away, you hear, "Why did you think that was gonna fucking work, you idiot?" He's like, "I don't know. It's just ice, stop him bleeding." Then he donkey punches him again.
Okay.
I think donkey punch might mean something different to you than to me, Kyle. Because I'm like, what is he doing
I was imagining
to him?
a donkey kick. So
We'll talk later, y'all. Anyway, Michael,
okay.
Michael, as Remy's doing her thing, Michael just looks at River and he's like, "It's okay, we got you, River. We're here for you. It's all right." And tears are welling in his eyes as well. He doesn't let him go, but his jaw clenches.
You fucking crying? Don't fucking cry to me, motherfucker.
I'm not crying. You're crying. Shut up.
Didn't I tell you guys to shut the fuck up?
I'm motherfucking dying, you motherfucker.
And I flick her
And-
nose again and I go, "You're not dying. Shut the fuck up."
And at this
Bitch.
point, he has his hand down on her stomach as well. So, like, he's helping her hold her stomach
Mhm.
shut.
I kind of like push his hand off. I'm just like, I'm not going to be able to do it. Stop it. And so Remy's like on her knees, like, that knees sitting position where you're
Mhm.
like sitting on your feet. And so she closes her eyes, her hands are in her lap. And then in one little flick of the wrist, the swirling gets not faster, but it's more like, like it's more obvious. And then in the other hand, she like, before she starts moving her fingers and her hands and her wrist, she like opens up one eye and she goes, "Promise me you're not gonna fucking freak out."
Remy, you didn't freak out when I literally walked in like a smoke cloud.
And I go, "That's because you haven't seen yourself when you wake up in the morning."
You're such a cunt. That's gonna be my
And I
last
clo-
words to you is you're fucking cunt, man.
I close my eyes again and you see, like, at first it's like nothing's really happening because she's trying not to freak the fuck out and accidentally suck all the blood out of her friend. And you see like the tiniest little drop of her blood just reverse drops, like, how like when they do like the water thing where it drops and then it
Mm-hmm.
that, but it's like the smallest little one, and then slowly like it like streams up and then it goes over and into the little wind so that all the dust is getting off of it because thinking shit through. And then you see it slowly start to snake over to where River has her hands covered and Remy is taking her hands off of it, and you watch as River's blood goes back into her body. And then once all of it is cleaned up, she then, like, it's not like a giant flame, but like you can see that her hands turn really red, and then she pushes her hands here and she goes, now this is the part that's really gonna hurt, and I'm sorry, but I gotta do it. And then she goes, one, and then you just hear a searing.
Isaac throws up in the background.
I am going to say that this does give her another injury. However, there is more color back in her face.
What's her total injury at?
So she's stable.
Oh,
3?
Yeah, she's fine.
Okay, do I roll to pass out? Because I did a fucking lot. I don't even know what to roll.
Do you want to do a fortitude?
Well, one can... Yeah, I guess a fortitude. That would make sense, right?
Stop.
Well, my fortitude is a plus 12. What happens if I get a 1? Do I die?
You just pass out. You're gone for like a week.
Okay. Okay. Now's the time to roll a 1, fam.
You got hero points. You're good.
I think if I roll a 1, I'm not using those hero points. God give it. God love it to take away.
You got that one, didn't you?
I got that one.
Oh, shit.
Run me down.
I passed the fuck
This
out.
is what I see. So River's still on the floor, freshly cauterized wound, color kind of going back into her face, still not doing great. Remy immediately passes out on top of her.
I imagine I'm like doing this and I'm like, you look really good.
And Michael just
passes the
looks
fuck
and
out.
he's in shock. It's almost like he snaps out of the shock of seeing Remy bloodbend. I mean, he realizes what just happened. And in this moment, he just looks around to everybody and then he looks to Winston. Get us the fuck out of here.
Done.
No.
Oswald, help me. And he motions for Oswald to come help him with the
Oswald
blades.
runs
Now
over.
River technically touched Remy. Does she see anything?
No, you're fine.
Okay, good.
River was
They're
also
both,
River was also
they're
dying. So
both so fucking out of it.
as soon as you say, Winston, get us out of here, he goes, done. And he snaps, and suddenly you're all at the campground. He's just like, it's amazing to be at full strength again. I can do just about anything.
Adrena says, but fucking heal people.
I can't heal night terrors.
Isaac goes, you said butt fucking.
I can heal night terrors.
You guys sort of are dropped off like right in front of where Data is, because Data would be the healer for it. And Data just goes, that's River, but also kind of looks like Evil River, but it's kind of River, but what happened? Because I heard stuff and then everything got all weird and crackly, and now you're here and there's a god right there. And Winston goes, hello.
It's over.
Adrena
We
then
did
says,
it.
this god obviously can't do much.
I can't heal night terrors. You don't even know what
Sounds
they
like-
are.
Sounds like a you problem.
It's over. We did it. Time to regroup, everybody. War's over.
And as you say that, and everybody looks out, the tower that was there starts to crumble down, but it doesn't leave rubble where you would think it would. All the stones, all the stairs, everything that is within that building sort of melts into the grass. Like it wasn't even there. Like it was a dream. And the sky goes from that pastel sort of rainbow cotton candy colors back to its normal blue, and it just sort of shifts everywhere. And you see Winston breathe and go, I have my powers back, and you have your world back.
Oswald's going to respond to that after seeing the tower crumble and be like, I didn't do that. That wasn't me. I didn't break your tower.
Adrena immediately throws the pickaxe behind her. Yeah, it wasn't me either.
So Data looks at River and goes, oh, that doesn't look good. And you have a weird dress on. That's not what you left in. And River is just sort of like completely passed out. And he goes, oh, okay. So she's passed out. And we have Remy who's passed out. Is anyone else passed out?
I mean, I
No,
can be if
we're
you
all
want me to.
good. Please, no, Oswald. I don't want to deal with that bullshit for like a fifth
He's holding the frying
time.
pan already.
I know. Went through too much and you have 3 injuries. We're not doing that.
Fine. And then he throws the frying pan in a random direction. Hopefully doesn't hit anybody.
Yeah, right.
You hear that one last
Professor
evolution
Lancaster
member
just
go,
Yeah,
goes,
there's an
"Oh,
evolution guy just kind of like trying to sneak up and the frying pan just whacks him on the head.
ow, and then he dies.
It hits Rodney. Let's
What
get
would-
real.
What would you guys like to do?
Well,
Yeah, I think Oswald's going to sit down.
I'm just gonna
He's
sit.
gonna like find Shade and find Rochelle and go back to his tent and just sit and just not talk
Oh,
and just chill.
Michael is going to sit in a chair between River and Remy as they lie there recuperating. And he's holding both of their hands.
Zach comes in full force along with Ezra and Hood, and they go, what happened? And they see River just sort of passed out. And Ezra runs up, and what looks like he's about to do is try and heal River. And you see Winston go, no! And he stops Ezra and goes, she has turned into something that I'm not going to say you shouldn't touch, but you definitely shouldn't try to heal, because it will just make it worse. He goes, make it worse? Have you seen her? There's nothing that's going to make it worse. If anything, I can make it better. And he goes, trust me? And he goes, what is she? And he looks around at all of you and he goes, everybody should know this now about River, because it will not change. This is what she is now, for sort of mind melding and then killing Edmund. There are some Dreamweavers who believe that they are doing best for the world, and there's some who work in the shadows. When River entered, then destroyed the mind of Edmund, she became something that a lot of us have not seen in upwards of a couple centuries. She is what's called a night terror. She's able to bend the mind and cause her own little sleep paralysis problems if she so chooses. I wouldn't call her upwards of a horror mutant, but I wouldn't say she's far away from it either. She is something that will have to stay in the dark a lot. She can't really be where a lot of light is. That's not saying she can't go outside ever when it's sunny. It's just probably do it more when she's cloudy. And Dreamweavers definitely cannot touch her. I wouldn't say touch. We can't heal her or like be a part of any journey she has due to that sort of direction. And it's nothing that she could have done that was different. Unfortunately, due to her powers and due to how Edmund ended, this is now what she is. Which is why I wasn't able to heal her, because though I am a god and I am Morpheus, I also cannot be one to interfere with Night Terrors and Night Terror policies.
Well, she might be a night terror, but she's our night terror, so we're here for her. He puts a reassuring hand on hers, still with the force field just barely between the two of them, like a second skin, so she's not actually touching him.
Yeah.
But she still has that contact.
She will probably be fine when she figures out how to wrangle in her shadows. Just be aware she can swallow you into her own shadows. That's not saying she cannot bring you back. I am saying you might be in a little dark void for a while if you make her mad and you touch her. I'm just warning. And Zach just very softly goes, "That's like another form of I'm sleeping on the couch." Ugh, okay, fuck. I'm going to go find my Dreamweavers now because they are mine. They are back under my rule. Rochelle, are you coming back? And she goes, "No, I'm staying here. I have a husband." And he goes, "Okay. Please, if you need anything, I will call you if I need anything, and I am still under your rule, and I understand, blah, blah, blah." And she's like, "Okay. Rochelle's my favorite. She's the easiest one to take care of." And he walks out.
So then Michael will just step back and let Joy be with her dad and her brother. And with Zach, because he's in there too.
Yeah.
And he'll just he'll lean closer to Remy, and then he'll finally, now that he doesn't have to touch River anymore, he finally lets the force field go. And he squeezes onto Remy's hand, and he just sits with her.
We're not going to do the epilogue today, but we are going to do a 1 week pass. So you guys can tell me what you did in that week, and then we'll end.
I think Remy was fucking posted up for a week. Bruh.
Week and a half? What were you doing? After Remy woke up, what the fuck were you doing?
Yeah, like for like that portion was like she was posted up for a bit. I don't know how long, but whatever. I think when she woke up, her first priority was figuring out where River was. And was like, where is she? Like, why can't I see her? Like, trying to rip the things out so that she could go see her kind of move. And then I guess they explained, like, listen, like, she needs her space right now. And she's like, fuck that! And it's like, I want to go see my friend. And I guess she goes and she sits with River a lot. And then at some point, she has a conversation with Michael and is just like, hey, I need you to just sit in a room for a second and
will you marry me?
Promise me you're not going to kill me. And then I imagine
she
like
just moved over. I know she just moved over. She's like, I'm going to keep going.
And
Michael's like, nope, not the time. My bad.
So she, I guess her way of announcing that she is in fact pregnant is having Michael sit in for the first ultrasound. Because he's like, what are you talking about? That's like, what do you mean? Like that whole like bombarded confusion. And then just hearing like the boop, 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 of like a baby. And he's like, oh shit.
So as he looks at the ultrasound, As he looks at the ultrasound, he's not gonna look back at Remy, but he's gonna say under his breath so that she can hear, I did ask you before I saw. Have that be no shotgun here, right?
Wait, so did he, honest to God, just ask her?
Yeah, you talked right over it.
I thought you were fucking joking.
I could tell in
Okay.
Kev's face it was legit.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
That's all right. No, it's fine. It's fine.
So I imagine. Okay, so let me rewind.
And then, as she like looks at him and realizes that he was serious, he just leans in and kisses her.
I want to rewind. This is my
okay.
this. Let me fucking fix that because I thought you were joking.
None of us thought he was joking except for you.
Wow.
That's why Kyle and I just went, is she just going
Yeah.
by that?
Kyle and Allie were both like, what? And Zoe's like, yeah, whatever, Kevin, shut up. You're ruining my moment.
I thought you were joking. Listen, we literally joked in the middle of River dying, so
That is
can
true.
I say?
That is true. Hey, you know
so-
what? I think this podcast is messy. I think we just ought to leave it the way it is.
No, I think that in response to the "Will you marry me?" she goes, "There's something I need to show you," and then that's
Okay.
and then when that happens, she's
Creative editing, Allie.
and as she hears the heartbeat, because that's the other thing that she was worried about is like, oh my God, I probably fucking killed my baby in the middle of this fucking fight. And then she goes,
Oh, it's as powerful as ever, baby.
Hell yeah.
The most fucking powerful baby on earth. She
Queen of the mutants.
Queen of the mutants or king.
Oh, yeah.
And
We're sovereign.
we're
There we go.
sovereign. Or their majesty, whatever it feels
Ooh,
right
yeah,
for
I like
them. She then says, like, no shotgun wedding. That's her response. And that's when he says, I did ask you before I found out.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a fucking idiot.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah. And I think the closing of the scene, yes, they embrace, they hug, because that moment where you see your child for the first time is very exciting and very, it's a moment that really bonds these two. And yeah.
Oswald, what were you doing?
Menage.
I think
Oh, wait.
after making sure that River was healing, even if slowly, he would just take time to hang out with Shane and Rochelle.
Okay.
Not worry about anything, just keep a day-to-day of like feed myself, sleep. It's very simple.
River, though only being able to really be in like dimly lit, dark places, eyes still glowing, still has not turned off, kind of has more of a grip on her shadows, has spent the week sort of practicing and honing in on her skills because she doesn't want to lose her friends because she's now something a little bit darker than them. Because in a way, she's always been something a little bit darker than them. Though a little bit chaotic and unhinged, still darker.
I think Oswald, when he sees her up and about, is gonna like bring her an umbrella.
Some fucking vampire ass bullshit, motherfucker.
I'm just saying. You gotta
Adrena
be
then
in
pops
bed.
her head up. You rang.
She's even more goth now.
Like, you were supposed to turn into a princess. This was not supposed to encourage you.
I am the night.
I can promise you, you are not.
Oswald just shoves Adrena away.
River and Zach have spent a good amount of the week together, Zach being supportive and loving and still being there for her. He sees literally no issues in this. He's always seen her as someone powerful. He's always seen her as someone bigger than what she was supposed to be. And he still loves her. He's still with her. They do, however, start looking for a new place to live immediately because though they love all of you, y'all keep almost every light on in the house and you do not know how to turn them off.
Excuse
Well,
me.
I know where they can find a great Airbnb BDSM.
Yes, and there's almost no windows.
It's a
Exactly.
pretty dimly lit basement too.
They do also help in the efforts of starting to clean up Eden. Because though you guys may not want to live there after, that is still River's home. And that is where River will be.
I think Oswald, realistically, even after the week, would use his growth to help with like any rubble or, anything that he would be able to lift. And I feel like Shade would be the one like kind of coordinating the cleanup efforts.
All
And
over the
Rochelle is in
news.
charge of morale.
All over the news, it's being shared that the great war that was happening with the unknown overpowered mutant that had come and taken over the SCSC has been dealt with and has shown a multitude of your faces all over the news saying that these were the heroes that has saved the country.